ఓం శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః. ఓం సద్గురు శ్రీ రామానంద పరబ్రహ్మణే నమః. ఓం సద్గురు శ్రీ శివానంద పరబ్రహ్మణే నమః. ఓం సద్గురు శ్రీకృష్ణ పరమాత్మ నమః. ఓం సద్గురు శ్రీ నిత్యానంద పరబ్రహ్మణే నమః. ఓం సద్గురు శ్రీ శంకర భగవత్పాదాచార్య నమః. ఓం సద్గురు శ్రీ వ్యాస భట్టారక నమః. Atma Namaskaram to one and all. You are all my Guru Swarupa. Today is an auspicious day. That is Vijayadashmi. So, for all of you, I am praying Gurudev to bless you all. Dasara Vijayadashmi Subhakankshalo. Wish you all happy Dasara. Today on 4th October 2022, in Lafayette of Louisiana State, just a message about Goddess Ma for few minutes. So, every year we'll celebrate this Dasara. This Dasara is otherwise called Dashahara. Dashahara. Dashahara means you have to annihilate the 10 Indriyas, Pancha Jnanendriyas and Pancha Karmendriyas. How to kill these 10 senses is only by Prana Shakti. In the month of this October, in Sharad Ritu, we will celebrate this Dasara immediately after Bhadrapada Masam, in which we will celebrate Ganesha Chaturthi. During these winter days, the sun goes to southwards, which is called Dakshinayanam. During these days, the atmosphere will be cooled down, which will be influencing our body. Thereby, our energy, that is Prana Shakti, will be also dissipating accordingly to the atmosphere. So, during this winter season, that is during the second 6 months of year, Dakshinayanam, during this Dakshinayanam, there is every possibility of getting physical and mental diseases due to loss of energy from our body So we have to do more effort than the previous 6 months of Uttarayanam. Uttarayanam, during that period, sun moves upwards towards north, north in the sense upwards. When the north moves, sun moves upwards, naturally there will be much heat in the body and the outer side atmosphere also. Due to heat, you don't get much of the diseases. But during this winter season, there is every chance of getting diseases due to cooling the body. When it is cooled down, naturally the blood circulation in the body will be slowed down. So thereby, we will be succumbed for so many diseases, mostly due to the accumulation of all this phlegm or kapham. During 24 hours, when you sleep during night, you will get maximum kapham. Just before early morning, when your body is cooled down mostly, thereby when you are cleaning your teeth, you will be getting most of the phlegm and kapham. That clearly indicates that your body is cooled down. Like that, during this Dakshinayanam, the body will be cooled down, so you'll be getting more diseases. So all these diseases are due to loss of our heat from our body. There will be accumulation of this phlegm. So you have to remove this phlegm by doing an effort. That effort is told by the great rishis that you have to do this yogam or pranayamam, especially starting from this Dakshinayanam. During Dakshinayanam, we will start with Ganesha Chaturthi, and later on we will come to this Dashara, Vijayadashami. Then we go to this Sankranti. Before Sankranti, we will do some sun puja. So somewhere or other, we have to pray God to get relieved from these diseases. So how to pray God? That is nothing but by increasing your body into more heat. That can be achieved, that will be achieved only by means of this yogam. So during this Dasara, Dashahara means you have to get away from these 10 senses, Pancha Jnanendriyas and Pancha Karmendriyas. All these senses are getting power due to spreading of our energy, Pranashakti, outside and downwards. They are getting more power. The soul is being entangled with these 10 senses when we are coming downwards and outwards. So then you will be succumbed for so many physical and mental ailments due to loss of energy. During this Vijayadashami or Dashahara, we have to withdraw this energy and concentrate this energy towards its starting point, that is at the Bhrumajyam or center of the eyebrows. So if you take this life force upwards, you will get away from this these 10 senses. That is called Dashahara. So you will kill all these 10 senses by going upwards. When you are going upwards and getting relieved from the 10 senses, you will get more energy. That energy is Goddess Ma. Goddess Ma. So today, entire world, especially the people who know about this Goddess Ma, will pray like this, externally chanting Lalita Sahasranamas and all other scriptures describing about the sadhana only. Sadhana only. In Lalita Sahasranamas, today everybody is chanting in those Lalita Sahasranamas. In 162 stanza, it is told like this: Antarmukha Samarajya Bahirmukha Sudurlabha. Goddess Ma will be prayed. Lalita. Lalita means divine light. This divine light will be prayed by Antarmukha Samarajya. She will be prayed by Antarmukham only. Bahirmukha Sudurlabha. It is impossible to pray Goddess or to achieve that state by Bahirmukham. Bahirmukh means outward prayer. Inward prayer, by inward prayer only, you can pray that Goddess Ma. What is that Goddess Ma? Divine light. How can you pray Goddess Ma? If you do friction within yourself by doing churning of your prana shakti, vital force, your body gets heated up and the life force goes upward. That is called Uttarayanam. And that prana shakti will be converted into divine light. To see the divine light, you have to do pranayama, that is praying of Goddess Ma. And also in the 169 stanza of Lalita Sahasranamas, it is also told that Savyapa Savya Margastha Sarvapidva Nivarini Savya Apasavya Margastha. So there is Savya Margam and Apasavya Margam. This right side channel is Pingala Nadi, through which if the life force travels, you will get more energy. Apasavya Margam, that is through the left side of the Ida Nadi, if it prana shakti flows, it always goes downwards. You will get more accumulation of the phlegm. So Savya Apasavya Margasa Sarvapaddi Nivarani. So you will get rid of all the troubles. You will be get rid of all the troubles when these two things are balanced. So when these two things are balanced, you will get rid of all these troubles. All these sahasranamas, and they are indicating that you have to do and you have to pray inside. That is Lalita Para Pattarika. Lalita means divine light. See, in Bhagavad Gita also, there is in 7th chapter, Bhumirapo Analo Vayu Khamano Buddhirevacha Ahankara iti yamme bhinna prakriti rashtadha atpare mitastvanyam vidhime param Jivabhutam Mahabahu Yayedam Dharite Jagat. There are two states of Prakriti or nature. One is Apara and another is Para. Para is divine light. The Apara is tangible world or nature that is visible to the naked eye. This is Apara. This Apara Prakriti came out of this Para Prakriti. Para Prakriti is nothing but divine light. That is Goddess Ma. So, Amavaru, Lalita, Para, Bhattarika, Raja Rajeshwari, every shape of Ma. Durga means, Ga means moving. Duha means difficult. So, to reach the seat of Durga Ma, it is very difficult. That means there is a narrow passage at the Brahmarandram, in the brain, at the center of the eyebrows. Behind that, when you are proceeding upwards from spinal cord into the medulla oblongata, where the fourth ventricle is situated, and from the fourth ventricle, you have to proceed upwards in the brain stem through aqueduct of Sylvius, and from there you have to enter into the third ventricle through a hole called Brahmarandram, where after passing into the Brahmarandram, you will see the Goddess Ma in the form of divine light. That is the main essence of Lalita Sahasranamas. That inner meaning has to be achieved by everyone, has to be known by everyone. But gradually, the people who are chanting this Sahasranamas, one day or other, you will have to know what is meant by these Sahasranamas. They are all indicating that you have to go inside into the brain in the third ventricle and see the divine light. That is the praying of Goddess Ma, and you are becoming that. That is the Para Prakriti. The Para Prakriti and the Nirguna Parabrahm, they put together one and the same, and it will be called as Ardhanariswara. The Ardhanariswara means Iswara is on the right side, who is in the form of Nirguna Parabrahman, left side. Nari means that is the Para Prakriti or Para Shakti. This Para Shakti is in the form of divine light. So a yogi alone can see this divine light by doing this yogam or antarmukha pranayamam. That's why the rest of the people who could not do this, and they will be naturally has to resort for this form, the form of Goddess Ma with 10 hands and all these things, with an arrow like that, killing the Durga Mata, killing the Asura, the demon. So all these nothing but when you are doing this pranayama, you will kill all these the bad ill effects of these 10 senses. That is praying Ma. So whether you do it or not, it is at least you have to pray Goddess Ma in the form of shape. After that, one day or other, by maturation of this your incarnation, after getting some births, or in this birth, if you approach a guru, or if you want to know the exact meaning of Lalita Sahasranamas, it will lead you to do this Antarmukha Pranayama Vidya only. That is the main essence of this celebrating this Dasara. So the gurus who are encouraging this, praying of Goddess Ma will have to tell the inner meaning of this Dasara. That is nothing but the
going upwards and going beyond the senses. Beyond the senses, there is center of the eyebrows, that is the junctional point between the lower and upper portions. The lower portion will be dealing with all these 10 senses. If you go beyond the center of the eyebrows, that is beyond senses. When you go beyond the senses, then you will be called as Atindriyatvam, and you will achieve the Sarvajñatvam. So Atindriyatvam and the Sarvajñatvam will be achieved when you cross beyond the Brahmarandram. That can be achieved only by means of pranayama. That is the actual praying of Goddess Ma. So usually, externally, every layman will be resorting to Ma. Out of all the love you get only from Ma, from mother. That mother's love is the topmost love from anybody, from any form in this creation. So Goddess Ma's love is the topmost, because you are born, you are being born and grown, and with the utmost love from mother. So mother's love is the topmost. So that mother's love, if you want to achieve, initially you will be grown like a child. But that mother, Goddess Mother, ultimately you will lead you to reach her by means of growing through this internal Antarmukha Pranayama. Then she will merge you into her. That is the essence of this praying and this doing Goddess Puja. This is about Dashara, and one day or other, not simply by, if of course layman can do puja externally, but internally, Antarmukha Samarajya Bahirmukha Sudurlabha Siddheswari Siddhamata. This is also Siddha Yoga, Siddheswari, like that. It is also told in Lalita Sahasranamas. So she will be prayed only by Siddha Vijja. That is also there in Lalita Sahasranamas. So my advice is always to break God means you have to go inside, Antarmukham only, not by outside. Antarmukham pasyati chitswarupam, bahirmukham pasyati drusyajatam. Whatever you see outside, it is only matter only. Whatever you see matter, you can never see the God, or God is outside in this material tangible world. So if you want to know the essence of God, you have to go inside. That is by Antarmukham. Antarmukham means inside. Inside is of two types. During sleep also, every day you are going to Antarmukham, but that is only Adhomukham. You are staying in the lower portion of the spinal cord only. But you have to go to the upper portion and go the Antarmukham. So Antarmukham and Urdhvamukham, going upwards and inside, is to be done for a seeker, not by simply Antarmukham, but Lalita Sahasranamas, that is told by Havigreva Murti to Agastya Maharshi. That is nothing but this Antarmukham means Antarmukham and Urdhvamukham. Antarmukham and Urdhvamukham. Urdhvamukham means going upward. That can be achieved only by cleaning of all the nerves with the friction of the respirations by doing this Antarmukha Pranayama Vijja. So this is all about Dashara, and one day or other, real seekers will have to understand the meaning of every function, every utsavam, every celebration that is meant that is told in scriptures, Hindu scriptures. All these functions and the utsavas are the celebrations. They are denoting to go inside and upward, go inside and upwards. That is Antarmukham and Urdhvamukham only. This is all about Dasara, and you have to keep it in mind that so why all these functions are being celebrated, how long we'll celebrate these functions, you have to think twice. and proceed further inside. That is all my advice. Om Sri Guru Bhyo Namah.